2:28.3. And looking back at this morning, she was at 2:36. So she's taken over 8 seconds off of her best lap time so far just in the second session.
When I'm out there and like in my helmet, I'm talking to myself the entire time. Where I'm like, okay, you're coming back up on corner 2 or whatever. Remember this. And then I'm remembering things on so many corners that I start blanking on, like, I get up here and I'm like,
so you almost just need to...
What was my marker right here?
How'd we do?
Okay.
Scraped her, huh?
Scraped her.
Sick.
Real scraper. This track is really fun once I get it down.
It's like a big old squiggle track.
Yeah, like this right here is literally like drop your bike, pick it up, drop your bike, pick it up, drop your bike, pick it up. And there's a lot of elevation change.
Yeah.
A lot. And so like, for instance, coming out of 7, I think I went into that way too slow, and then going up that hill right there, it was like putting. I'm like, come on, and then shift, and it's like, yeah, I'll give you a little more power.
Yeah.
Michaela's great because she comes with, you know, her family comes to every race, so she's got her entourage, you know, cheering and everything. And, you know, I don't know if we've ever talked about it, but unfortunately her dad has stage 4 brain cancer, and she really just uses that as like her focus of like wanting to make her dad proud. And you know, they get to watch clips, they watch it on Moto America Plus or live, and she knows her dad's at home watching, and she always wants to, you know, push herself and, you know, get better every time she's out there. And honestly, I'm really surprised, not that I didn't think she was a great rider, but I just seeing her ethics and how she focuses and all these things, and I mean, honestly, I'm impressed by all of them, but she's our little cheerleader.
When you speak about her dad, it's even down to the lightning bolt that she has on the tank of her bike. That lightning bolt is strength for her dad.
Yeah, and then she has a little dad patch. I think it's on the right side of her leathers.
It's great. From the standing start, it took us some time. The first time. She's dropped down to a 2:12, so that's the quickest that we have seen. Michaela Trumbull up into 3rd.
So freaking close, dude.
I thought I was in f***ing 3rd in that last corner, and I was in f***ing 4th. And so I couldn't get any power coming up that f***ing hill.
You were really close. You're on your way. That was
Freaking best race ever! So it went surprisingly freaking phenomenal. I lit a flame that I had no idea I had in me. I was behind Trish. Number 1, got a really, really good start. Ended up in 4th and 3rd and 4th. Trish and I were literally back and forth the entire time, and I mean, I've only had 2 races in my entire life, but this was the most fun race I think I've ever raced in my life. But right at the end, I was hitting all my corners super, super good. And then I passed Trish on the white flag, which the next flag is a checker flag, so you're on your last lap. And I got in my head and I got way too excited and I started being sloppy on a couple corners, going in a little too hot. And then past her right at the end. And last corner, I thought I was in a gear that I was not in a gear. I was in too high of a gear, and so right when I pinned it to come up the hill, she blasted past me right at the finish line. But I haven't been able to keep up with Trish, and the fact that I was back and forth with her the entire time, I'm like, all right, I think I got this down. I think I know what I'm doing. And I felt, probably minus a couple of my sloppy corners, but I felt honestly the best that I've ever felt. Super smooth on everything. And an hour before, it was like an hour and a half before we went out, I had to take my front end off and reroute a bunch of wiring and my brake lines and my clutch line, and then my clutch was sticking, which is not good when you're in a corner. But got all that figured out and put back together, and my bike runs honestly better than it did. It felt super smooth, and now I am super hungry to get on the podium.
Come on, Pittsburgh, let's make some noise. You're looking at some history.